Hi everyone, my name is Mary Beth. Welcome to my channel. So today we're going to ask, what do we need to know on our twin flame journey? So I have a bunch of decks here. I could show you. We got a bunch of decks here. We're going to pull one card each. Okay, so we're going to see, what do we need to know? Let's find out. What do we need to know on our twin flame journey? Now this is the life purpose card, so I don't know. Maybe something cool will come out. So what do we need to know right now on our twin flame journeys? What do we need to know right now? I'm going to pull three. That way, three cards will come out, and then whatever you feel is, whatever's singing to you, right? These are the life purpose cards. Three cards. I'm going to pull three cards. So you, my viewers, the collective, can kind of pick out what sings to you in the life purpose card. So what do we need to know when it comes to our twin flame journey? What do we need to know? Interesting. Well, this is the only upright card. Whoops. Okay, the upright card says practice. Polish your skills by practicing regularly. So what is it that you're working on? What is your goal here? They're asking you to practice, practice, practice. Keep practicing. All right. Interesting. So we got leadership reverse. That's interesting. So what this is telling me is let spirit lead. Let your soul lead the way. That's really basically what I'm getting from this card. And then we even got, interesting, protected reversed. It's interesting. So what that is telling me is that it's more of a, what they're telling me that when it comes to protection reversed is that there's really nothing to be protected from, is what they're telling me. Yeah, there's nothing to be protected from. We are all one, and nothing's here to hurt you. Everything's a mirror, and there's nothing to there's nothing to get protected from. That's what they're telling me, which is, so it's what we needed to know. I was hoping to get some like life purpose job cards. We didn't get those. But whatever it is, it's almost like you guys already kind of know what you're working on, so keep practicing that, okay? And let your soul lead, right? Okay. Or this is kind of saying don't protect yourself either. And another thing that they're telling me is whatever this thing is, don't protect yourself, or don't protect yourself from others, share it. You know what? Share it. That's what they're telling me. Okay. What else? What else do we need to know on our twin flame journey? Three cards. We'll just do three. We'll just go on. Okay, three cards. What else do we need to know on our twin flame journeys? Three cards. I love my butterfly deck. Although I hate it when it's reversed. Okay, what they're saying is support. We are getting lots of support. You may not see it, you may not feel it, you may not understand it, but you're surrounded. And interesting. So the spiritual growth inside. Interesting. Yeah, let me see what they're telling me, because this one says take the next step now. It's interesting. Okay, so here's what they're telling me. There's still some more spiritual growth to happen before you can take that next step. In this twin flame journey, you're getting a lot of support, but there still needs to be some spiritual growth here. Still working on that. So we can't take the next step until we have that next spurt of spiritual growth. I know. It's like, oh my God, something else. What now? What else do we have to do? We've already done 100 things. What else we got to do for spiritual growth? Okay, I'm going to pull one card from this deck. What else? What else do we need to know? What else do we need to know? One card, please. What do we need to know for the collective? What do we need to know? Oh my God, the same as that card as I got from my last reading for this week, and that is retreat. Take a mini retreat. Listen to the voice of your soul. Now, that isn't confirmation. If you don't know how to do this, just let me know. I can help you with this. If you don't know how to listen to the voice of your soul, there's many ways to do it. But basically, you listen to your soul by, and I can even do a reading on that. But basically, doing cards, things might hit your brain, and then you can kind of do a pendulum to say, is that a yes or a no? Did I hear that right? I talk to my soul because they come in and they talk to me and they move my body. I sway in such a way where I can get a yes or no answer from my soul. And there are other ways to listen to your soul by writing. You can channel it through writing. You could just look. You could research that as well. But there's many ways to get answers from your soul. Sometimes you could just ask for an angel message. So whenever I get spam, I always check my times, and that's where I get. When I look at the times of the spam that comes into my text, I know it's an angel message. Also, you can ask for answers and then start scrolling through YouTube, and something will hit your brain and say stop there. Or sometimes it's a song. You can say, give me a sign. You might see an animal or a bird or something, and then look up that totem. You get messages from people, just different. Signs and synchronicities, and you'll kind of know. Sometimes you'll see feathers. Yeah, you get all sorts of signs. So that's how you talk to your soul. Okay, one card. I don't know why that hit my brain, but anyway, one card. What else do we need to know? One card. What else do we need to know? One card. What else do we need to know, please? One card. Okay, it's upright. Healer. Interesting. Passion to serve others by repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Ability to help transform pain into healing. Interesting. So it could mean one or two things. It can mean healing. You personally needs to be healed, which is probably 100% of us needs to be healed in some sort of way, shape, or form, and figuring out how to do that. What again? You could ask your soul. Well, here's the thing. Sometimes you don't even have to ask your soul. You'll just flip through YouTube, and all of a sudden a video will just appear, and you're like, "What is this?" That happens to me all the time. I'm like, "What's this?" And it's like, "Oh, this is so cool. I need to do this." And it's very healing. It's usually some kind of healing work. Or it could be a book, or it could be a library. You can just go to a library and whatever seems to call you. So anyway, or this could mean to start working on your healing skills, whatever that means to you. Okay, what else? What else do we need to know? What do we need to know, please? What else? Can I have a different card? What else do we need to know for the collective? What else do we need to know, please, on our twin flame journey? Ooh, Dragon's Lair. Yeah, so what this is saying is that this journey will challenge you to your core, and it's meant to. This journey is meant to challenge you to your core, to change you, to again, like that reference of like a diamond, right? You put a lot of pressure on a piece of coal, and it turns out to be a diamond after it's done. It's kind of the same thing. So it's kind of scary because you don't know what's going to happen. and they're asking you to do it anyway. Do the journey. The dragon's lair is very much challenging. Okay. I picked a shadow deck because I was just kind of curious what we need to know about our shadows. Those are fun, right? What shadow do we need to work on, or what shadow? And not really work on, but what shadow do we need to accept about ourselves and really notice and be aware of? What's our shadow, spirit? What shadow do we need to make friends with? That part of ourselves. And really, the shadows are helping us, right? They're driving us. The shadows is the divine feminine. This is my divine feminine deck. Interesting. I won't cry for you. That's interesting. So, if you're watching this particular video, you may feel very much hurt and quite maybe numb, perhaps guarded, and saying, you know what, I'm over it. I'm not even going to cry for you anymore. And this shadow is very interesting because it does one or two things, right? So it brings awareness to us that that our hearts aren't open anymore, right? Because we closed our heart, right? And that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a process. And I totally get this card. I totally relate. This is me all growing up, even as an adult. I won't cry for you. But what this journey is, it's a journey of oneness. And so what you'll find is, nobody's actually separate, and everyone is a mirror. And so, what you'll find when you talk to your soul is that the hurt that you're feeling, I know it's going to sound so weird. I know it's going to sound so super weird, but it's not what you think. It's like you think when you start feeling this way, you think it's about a person, right? Or you think it's about a thing or something outside of you, and you get super upset. And I don't know if you watched my other video on Sunday, but actually the emotions that you feel are a communication from your soul. And what this really is your soul communicating to you, this is how they're feeling about you, or God, or however you wanna define it, spirit. So if you don't have an intimate union with your soul or God or creator or Jesus, or whatever you identify with, what will start to happen is your soul will start to communicate. I mean, always communicates with you in such a way that it brings you to a lower low. Because we're really not listening in the light. We're not really listening in joy. We're just kind of doing our thing. We're not really paying attention. We're not really growing. We're just kind of distracted. And all of a sudden, the soul is like, yeah, we're not building a relationship. It's not really a soul driven life. So now, as the soul, I'm going to have to take down the avatar. And usually, what this ends up looking like is some kind of dark night of the soul. Okay. So the dark night of the soul literally feels like your soul stepped away. That's what it literally feels like. Like it feels like your soul just left, or God just left. Like you're completely abandoned and you're just like, what? And you're just completely distraught and really nothing matters anymore. And the things that you thought mattered to you don't really matter. The things that you put a lot of thought into, or things that you put a lot of value on, don't seem to have value anymore. It's like everything gets cleared. And so the secret to this is, if you can somehow step out of this feeling of sadness and distraught, what you'll find is when you start to go inward and you make this relationship with your soul stronger, these emotions will start to dissipate. Why, Mary Beth? Why would they dissipate when my outside didn't even change? Well, because it's not you, the avatar. The mind, the avatar, is not what's communicating, it's the soul. The soul's communicating, and trust me when I say the soul understands that we are all one. The soul doesn't care about a specific person because the soul understands that we are already oneness. There is no separation. And so, but the problem is the soul is like, but me and my own avatar slash mind is separate, not even one with me. And so I need to do something. I need to make them notice me. And so what happens is when you start to get taken down into that dark night of the soul and you feel like this, you start to understand, you start to go inward and you start to realize I need to turn to God, or I need to turn to spirit, or I need to turn to something that's going to lift me, or something that's going to clear me, or something that's going to heal me. And so that's when and then you start turning to, well, how do I heal? And it opens up a whole other door to the internal journey. So this is very much needed, a very much needed step, and does not dissipate based on, even if the person came back, does not dissipate, does not go away. Even if the person outside of you that you say I'm not going to cry for, they come back, or they want you in their life again, it doesn't dissipate. It stays there, and it becomes more of a distrust. It becomes more of a, I'm still not happy, because it wasn't meant to be about that. It was meant to be about the inner connection. And when you have that inner connection with your soul, that's when everything outside of you starts to line up, and you start to realize nobody holds the key to my happiness. If someone walks away, they don't carry my happiness with them, right? It's all inside of me. My emotions are my soul's. And when I have that deep connection with my soul, that is when I feel most happy. So it takes time to get there, though. It's not like this is not easy, but it's the best kept secret there ever was. If you start to feel this way, go inward. That's the simple answer. Go inward. I promise you the answers are there. And you realize your soul will release you, because this is your soul yearning for you. Because it looks like she's yearning for someone and she's like, well, I won't cry for you. Really, it's the soul yearning for you. But you'll try to connect it to something outside because that's what you're used to doing. And we're programmed to do so. Alrighty, and we'll do one more. We'll just do this deck since we're already at 18 minutes here. Okay, so what else do we need to know on our twin flame journey? What else do we need to know, please? One card. What else do we need to know on our twin flame journey? Go for it. Step outside of your comfort zone. Make plans. Now is the time. Favorable outcome in alignment. Interesting. So that's interesting. So I'm getting at this has something to do with this. So whatever it is that you're practicing, keep going. Whether you're playing the flute, I don't think that's a flute, clarinet, whatever you're practicing, don't stop. Whatever it is that you feel drawn to do, go for it. It's in alignment. Keep going. All right. And you have support. You have people, spirit, whatever, supporting you. All right. Well, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, everyone.